Hello, this is Virgil Knedlik, and today I'm creating this video to show you how to set up Form 1099s in QuickBooks. When you open QuickBooks, you will come to the home page, and there's three things that you will need to do. First, you will need to tell QuickBooks that you issue 1099s. Second, you'll need to select the expense accounts that QuickBooks should look into to pull the $1099 amounts from. And third, with each of the vendors, you need to mark those that qualify for 1099. So let's start with the Edit Preferences. Here is where we're going to set up QuickBooks to prepare 1099s and to tell them which expense accounts to look into. So we're going to come down here to the next to the last item on the left column that says Tax 1099s, and then we are going to come up to Company Preferences, and we're going to turn it on so it says Yes. I'm going to do two of the boxes, Rents and Non-Employee Compensations. These are the two that most businesses use. So for rent, we only have one rent account. So I'm going to come into the account where it now says None, and I'm going to come down and I'm going to find the Rent Expense account, and I'm going to click the Rent Expense account. And so for my landlord, all the rent was paid into the rent expense. Now for my non-employee compensation, it's going to be in a lot of different accounts because each of my different vendors would go into a different type of account. Some of the accounts that wouldn't be included in here would be taxes, rent, depreciation, payroll, but almost every expense except for those few items. If we only hit one account, it will only allow us to go to one. So we need to go up here to the top and hit multiple accounts. And if we go to multiple accounts, then we can come down and select each of our different types of accounts that we are going to issue 1099s for. So we're going to go through and determine what are the types of accounts that we have that our vendors would be required to receive 1099s for. And so I'm just going to go on down through the list here and select all of the accounts that are applicable and answer OK, and then hit OK again. So that takes care of 2/3 of the process. The last one has to do with each individual vendor. So I'm going to go to my vendor center. I can either do it from the home page where it says vendor here, or I can come up to vendors at the top, select my vendor center. Both of these get me to exactly the same place. For each of my vendors, and in this example I only have one, but you would have a whole list of them, I would double click on each of them with my with my left mouse, and then go to additional information, mark them that this vendor is eligible for 1099, and put in their federal identification number. Be sure that it's a 9-digit number because that's what the ID numbers are, and then I'm going to hit OK. And I would do that for each of my vendors. That is all it takes to set up QuickBooks to accumulate the information for 1099s, and then at the end of the year, QuickBooks will be able to print out the 1099s for you. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, just give us a call. This brings us to the end of this tax newsletter video. I hope the information we have provided will help you run a successful business, better understand the tax laws and regulations, or minimize your tax obligation. If we can assist you in any way, please contact us. This is Virgil Knedlik wishing you a very bright and prosperous future.